My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Monster Train 2. Oh, we've still got Pyreborn, but now we've also got Melting Remnant. Melting Remnant with Gildmonger in the base deck. 1 Ember, 2 size, extinguish, gain 1 Ember. Love it. Also 2 Wicklashes in the base deck, 1 Ember to apply 10 damage and burn out 2 to a friendly unit, 2 copies of Lava Armor to give 10 health, and Malika's Shifting Pyre. All drafted cards will appear with an upgrade. So if a turn as Chosen of Savagery awaits us at the end of our run, but for the moment, let's see what we got. Shattered Halo start? Oh, am I bold enough? They say as they clicked it. Dark Calling, Crypt Call, cooldown of 1, reform 2 random units and apply an additional plus 10. In the world where I have a Gildmonger in the base deck, you know exactly what I want to do with that. Hell yeah. So my goal is to let my units die as much as possible so I can reform them as much as possible. So Gildmonger, you definitely go in the front line and the bottom line. And that's going to be pretty much a floor of just sacrificial units, ideally. Gonna Wicklash you, giving you burnout. Hell, I will fire start the enemy. Probably a good idea. Hell yeah, my bottom line burns out this turn. I only have 2 enemies, or 2 of my own units rather, to reform available this turn. So I can bring them both back immediately. You've got Burnout 1, Gildmonger, so you're ready again to die next turn. Which is great, because then you will be one of my turns that one of my ones that I replace with there, rather. I don't want any more Drakes on the field because I need them to die at the right rate. No, actually, I can put 1 more Drake on. Crypt Call, welcome back, Gildmonger again. And then just a better class at Criminal. I can't take out Shield Steward, so I wouldn't even have anywhere to put the Crypt Builder back, even if I did get it again next turn. So we can focus on Crypt Builders. I'm gonna want Capacity like 1,000 times over as my first Relic. It's gonna take mountains to move me away from that as my choice. Wax and Blade. Consume Intrinsic. Interesting. Apply 4 additional damage. X plus 1. 4 times X plus 1 damage and burn out 4 to friendly units. That is very powerful. Granted, Resonant Blades, Burnout 1, Multi-Strike 1 is also really powerful. And it's a way to force the Gildmonger to die very quickly, which is fun. Devourer of Rage with Harvest gains Soul on Extinguish, deal damage to enemy units equal to 15 times the soul count. I mean, you're fine. I just throw you on the bottom line and then I sacrifice everyone else and then eventually you do something. This also means that you attack for 24, which isn't bad. Where am I going after this? That's really annoying. Probably going Merchant of Steel Pyreborn rather than Merchant of Magic Remnant. Remnant would want Wax and Spike more. But Resonant Blades is also just still a sick piece of equipment. But if I'm going to a Merchant of Steel in just a second... Well, Do I care about that? Because Devourer of Death is just a tool for a deck like that. I don't even want to really have it for that long. I'm moving further and further towards Resin Blade. Give me the Devourer. Double stack Soldier of Fortune. I know Smelted Treasure is right here. Spend 50, apply 50 armor to a friendly unit. That's pretty good. Soldier of Fortune. Consume double stack draw unit if you have 30 gold. Spend it to give it 30 additional damage. Avarice 30 and armor 30. That turns any unit into an absolute boss. We'll save our loot. Multi-strike Endless Avarice. Interesting pickups here. Intriguing. Second Gildmonger. Yeah, I'm gonna give Avarice and Multi-Strike to one of them. Should the other one get Endless in health? No, I do want to get them both with the Crypt Calls back consistently. I could give Health or Endless both to Devourer of Death. I'm never going to want to reform that Devourer of Death. I'm going to give you Endless. Hell yeah. Immediately getting 2 Whiplashes so that I can get burnout on both of them so they're ready to start reforming. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. I don't even want to play Dregs now because these are the units that I want to be reforming every turn. I don't think I want to use Soldier of Fortune. That Rage Endless would cause you to actually attack and die pretty quickly. Kill an additional unit on that top line there. This Drake doesn't die, but I do have only the space for 1 Rector Flicker afterwards. It gives Avarice 30 as well. Okay, hold up. Before I finish this turn, I will play that, because if it gives me... Yeah, if it gives me a 0-cost unit, it's very obvious what I do. Especially 0-cost, 0 size, you just go on the bottom floor. a bunch of additional damage every time it strikes, so it's only going to get to strike twice, but it's going to give me 30 damage each time, which makes it worth it. And get the Chime of Despair out of the deck. Drag for chump block. This is perfect. We're in the second fight. They've got Dragon Sword. 8. Hell yeah. Intent on death. Consume intrinsic. Trigger a unit's ability. Extinguish ability without killing it. Yeah. Yeah, please. Oh my god. Time of contracts. Reduce a unit's cooldown timer by 1 to a minimum of 1. So that would allow me to use Rectiflicker's ability again, but it doesn't speed anything up for us, unfortunately. Devilish Details. Consume to just gain 3 Dragon Sword. Honestly, I do not need you. I think it's finally time for me to take the Smelted Treasure. 1 Ember. It's even got a Holy Stone on it, so it'll heal me for 1 Ember as well. 1 Pyre. Spend 50 gold. Apply 50 armor to a friendly unit. Hidden Coffers first. Every time it's offered, Hidden Coffers first. Unit cards without upgrades are reduced in cost by 1. Now, that's Gildmonger on the first cycle. It's all of my stewards at the moment. Yeah. Okay. Some energy advantage seems a really good idea for us. Merchant of Arms. Now, wasn't I gonna... Oh yeah, last episode. At the very end of the last episode, I said I'm going to be going to the Merchant of Arms. In round 3. Soldier of Fortune and Intent on Death, eh? Nope. Intrinsic -1 cost on Soldier of Fortune so that I can draw a card and immediately give it that stats. I think huge pickup for us. I also think getting Whiplash just to get intrinsic burnout. Actually, yes, I'm going to take that because I need my guys to die start dying as quickly as possible. Double stack for 100 armor from the Smelted Treasure seems like a good pickup. 20 additional power, -2 cost consume. I mean, I want to roll... Yeah, I want to reroll here because Spell Chain in particular would be great. Spell Chain and Holdover both offered here. Interesting. Holdover, pretty good for Whiplash, actually. Spell Chain, though, is either... I mean, it's 2 Whiplashes on the first turn, which is exactly as many Whiplashes as I need on the first turn. Pretty good. It's double Extinguish trigger on the first turn, which that's just 2 Dragon Sword right now. But it could be something else later. Also, you become a really good dupable target. Hell, it could be double Soldier of Fortune. I want it to be one of the intrinsic ones, so I get my impact from it as early as possible. I think it does need to be Whiplash. I think that's actually really responsible. Look at that Pireborn unit. Goldtooth. Average 5, 15 additional damage for every 100 gold that you start the turn with. I mean, yeah, Goldtooth, you already have a large stone on you, making you just a really good defender. Currently, how much energy do I spend on turn 1? 1. We're in a great position to take Goldtooth as a defender for the second floor. Perkeo or Shiko? Shiko mutes all bosses for 3 turns when they enter, which is absolutely incredible. Perkeo... It's just a ridiculous amount of calcified embers in your deck. Sorry, excavated embers in your deck eventually. Romichelle is probably the one I need the least. I do like additional damage, but with as much rebuilding as we're doing and whiplashing as we're doing, we should be fine on that. 3 turns of muting Seraph Eternus. If I mute Seraphiturnus is chosen, if I mute Seraphiturnus at the very start of the fight, does that prevent the melee weakness application? I don't know, actually. Hey, screw it, mute them. I don't want to have to deal with the... oh, what was his name? Kel the Corruptor again? Oof. Woof. Mute that. No, thank you. Yeah, we even get to mute Archeon's pushback for 3 turns. Oh, sadly, Soldier of Fortune's not going to be able to... well, hang on. I do gain gold over the course of this fight. We've got Avarice 5, we've got Avarice 3 down on the bottom line. Do I want to leave Soldier of Fortune for the possibility of drawing it later? I know that Lava Armor on Goldtooth is going to be a priority for us. Cool, thanks for not pushing him back. I don't want to keep anyone alive here, so... not going to play that Whiplash. I'm not trying to let people live. And they die again? Hold up. I have 14 gold. Yeah, okay, right. I was about to say, is this just going to take all of the gold I have remaining? It can't be. It's showing the visualization of giving 100 health. But no, obviously, it can't do that. Yeah, I really am going to need to take like 80 gold into each fight at least. Good to see that we're actually dealing some serious damage on the bottom line now. Gotta make sure I keep corruption on the boss wherever possible. Okay, Soldier of Fortune would now draw a buffed card. Whiplash would save both of the Gildmongers this turn. I should do it, surely. I'm going to bring back the Shield Steward just so that it's not dead. So that next turn I get both of the Gildmongers without a problem. Soldier of Fortune probably just would have drawn a Steward of some kind. No, it's better to go for those, I think. Sadly, I don't have a way to kill these on the top line, but I get 9 of my Dragon Sword, which is pretty good. good. Intrinsic devilish details. Sacrificial Resurrection, consume cards in hand, add a draft unit to your hand, and apply +10 damage for each consumed. Smolder Stone is an awful pick to throw on you, unfortunately. You have no cost by default, this just gives you consume. Wax and Spike. The problem with this is how high a burnout it gives. I think I skip here. But what do I even do in the future? What am I moving towards? Maybe a single Sacrificial Resurrection wouldn't be so bad. Only problem is it consumes all those cards, putting them in the consume pile, which means they're apt for reforming. And also that the Sacrificial Resurrection consumes itself. No, I want to skip. I mean, Mini Stone Lady of the House is pretty much exactly what you want. I want to go capacity so that I can support more of this nonsense. Random Pieball artifact. First turn gives us 2 additional energy. Sick. After a unit uses an ability, friendly units gain armor 3. Yeah, I guess that's armor every turn on Rector Flicker's floor if no one else. Capricious Reflection cards and reward packs and unit banners come with a random upgrade. Yeah, we can never upgrade a single card, ever. Woo! I'll take Winged Steel. After deployment phase, when you play your 3rd card per turn, draw a card. We've got a Merchant of Steel with an Empyrean Well directly next to it. That's really important because it does seem pretty likely I would want to get another upgrade on Lady of the House and then dupe it. That seems like one of my best opportunities for gaining additional damage. I don't think dualism goes on her. I mean, sure, it doubles your burnout, but I don't have any other way of giving you additional burnout on top of that, so it's whatever. Quick is fine. Maybe even Goldtooth wants quick. Yeah, that's really good for your floor. Take a reroll here. Yeah, this is the kind of thing I was looking for. So, Large Stone, that goes on Lady, because she's already mini-stoned. Then the 15 and Burnout, I'm going to put that on Gildmonger. So, unfortunately, you're no longer free to play Gildmonger, but you do burn out immediately. Which means now I have a free application on turn 1 of Wicklash that I can just throw on the Lady of the House, and then I'm looking to maybe dupe that Wicklash so it becomes even more damage over time. I don't think I should defensively upgrade anyone else. I think I'm fine where I am at. So Crypt Call 2 now brings them back with 15 additional damage. This Empyrean Well has to dupe interesting. I thought it should be Lady of the House, but I have to split your burnout effects across, or the burnout support across 2 different units at the moment. I don't have a way to support everyone on the floor at the moment. I know Wax and Spike was that. We didn't have the Lady of the House at the time. I regret it too. I wonder if maybe I dupe Gildmonger here. Bottom floor would be Gildmonger, 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 Lady of the House. Two of them already have Burnout to die immediately at the start of the fight. Just keep reforming those ones. Kinda invalidates this additional Gildmonger, if I'm honest. Duping the intrinsic spell chain Wicklash is also really good. Just a huge amount of damage for Lady of the House. Every time I give that to Lady of the House, she gets 20 additional damage by default. And there's so many other things in the game that'll say when you give Burnout, give more Burnout, etc. Well, I say so many other things. Combustible Wax would be ideal. This is tough. Yeah, I'm gonna get the additional Burnout Gildmonger. I'm also gonna save the rest of my money, so I have the... Wait, no, Kel! Screw you, buddy. On summon, triggers when played. You're silenced. Get out of here! I'll take the additional 150 that you get from this fight. Gildmonger, Gildmonger, Gildmonger Lady. Two fire starters takes out the backline there, so I don't have to worry so much. I'm gonna throw a single drag on the top line to save me for some incoming damage for a while. I don't think I need to use that smelted treasure on anyone. I'm going to, though. I really think Lady of the House needs to be kept alive at all rates. Oh, also, Rector. You have no units to reform, but if you use your ability, that's 3 armor for everyone on the floor. So take it. Devourer of Death would take out the entire top line. Goldtooth is here, unfortunately, exactly 1 turn too early. I need Shield Steward to be dead so I can support it. Cool. Soldier of Fortune down, Avarice 30, Armor 30. Way too many units dying on top line. Thankfully, I do have a turn off here. Double Dragon will handily manage that line for us. Oh, no, I don't play that Shield Steward. Oops. I thought it was just a 0-cost Shield Steward because it had no upgrades rather than because it had been reformed. That'll do. Love armor for the lady of the house seems appropriate. Get rid of both the discordant tolls. Oh, this one only has burnout 1, so it dies at the end of the turn. Great. Oh, I'd love to be burning that calcified ember. So Lady of the House is actually really, really threatened right now. Yeah, I was about to say, both of my Whiplashes still at the bottom of my deck, I guess. Interesting. That's a problem. Oh, right. Obviously, I should have used Rectiflicker first. Which is great, because that's going to get us all the way to the full Dragon Horde here. May as well Lava Arm at the bottom line. And then double Firestarter is enough to take out one of the back line. I'd like to go for Firestarter for additional Pyogel on Kel instead. Maybe that's actually a lot better than taking out the Profane Supplicant there. Yeah, I suspect it's probably a lot better. Ooh, giant big Lady of the House and giant big Gildmonger as well. If anyone can finish this fight, I would like it to be Gildmonger. Just courtesy of how much burnout there is. Perfect. Sorry, how much avarice there is. And I don't need to spend anything on Smelted Treasure. We get the kill here. And indeed, a decent amount of avarice as well. Oh! Hallowed Halls, intrinsic, kill-friendly units. Reform units on this floor until it exceeds its capacity. What the hell? Second Smelted Treasure? Yeah. When you damage your own unit, reduces cooldown. Whelp supply. Whenever you equip it. Look, I'll go Fireball Insignia because it might have an impact on the board state. Sizzling Firecracker. None of my damage spells have any upgrades. That's relevant. I'll give Pyogel. Start your turn, fully healed champions. Not bad. Not good. I'll take Lost Luggage. Turn after deployment phase, draw until you have 10 cards. Really good in this case. Because we also have the Ember Charge, so we've got 2 additional energy on that first turn. That's a Merchant of Steel. I can avoid that. If it was a Merchant of Magic, I would have to go there, just courtesy of how ridiculously busted the Hallowed Halls and Intent on Death are, if I can modify them very slightly. I 100% don't need Soul Smelter in this run. Overgrowth Carapace, not bad for getting 20/20 on Lady of the House every turn. Not really easy for us to do, though. Especially because currently she fills out the bottom floor. I suspect it's reroll. I'm mostly looking for... I think I should take Iron Tongue. I think I should take Iron Tongue and maybe even make it deployable. Because if I can also make it quick, we've got a multi-striking Avarice unit in Gildmonger that doesn't even have burnout on it, so I would have the ability to just destroy the enemy line quickly. There are going to be fights where I need that. Combine 2 into 1, not especially relevant here. Zone of Silence, not really relevant to us either. That's a really underwhelming shot there. Extinguish triggers an additional time is ridiculous. Remnant units. Lady the Reformed. With burnout and regen. That's not up bad. Throw you on the bottom line. Only problem is if you overtake damage, suddenly you are helping to support a line that I don't really care about. I mean, honestly, the Gildmongers have to get out of the run near the end. Lady the Reformed is exactly what will then introduce itself into the run near the end. Probably around the same time I dupe a Lady of the House. Front non-boss enemy in each way, gains reanimate. Great. So right now it has to be Gildmonger, 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 Lady of the House. Perfect. Perfect. We get Gold Tooth down on the second floor. I'm probably even just going to drop the Smelted Armor on you to get you 100 shield. Like, that's all the shield you'll need this fight. Intent on Death, double extinguishes. That's our 2 Dragon Horde immediately. This is so stupid. Hallowed Halls. Kills all of them, brings them back. Up to 8 Dragon Horde now. Then... thankfully, everyone has burnout because they just got brought back, which gives me the ability to throw all of this Wicklash directly on Lady of the House for as maximum damage as it can get. I don't have Prismatic Dragon Scale, so I don't need to prevent all damage this turn. I do think throwing Smelted Treasure on Gold Tooth is a really good idea. Just for long-term survivability's sake. And that's a pretty ridiculous opening turn. 8 Dragon Horde in the opening... sorry, 10 Dragon Horde in the opening turn. We had one of them burn out before the end. Oh, hold up. I'm still going to reform the unit. I just shouldn't do it on the incant floor. Hell, I'm going to throw you in the front of this second line, because you do have Avarice, so you hitting gives me 30 gold. I should let you hit as many times as you can. No, I phrased that correctly. Drop a wee bit of shielding for a couple other characters. I'm happy to reform the Lady of the House in the future, so... am I? Actually, no, she should take the second lava armor. There we go. I'll throw a Devourer of Death on the top line to keep it safe. Why not? Capacity definitely feels correct in retrospect. I suppose it's probably going to be draw next, though. Oh my god. Hallowed Halls again on the bottom line, just because I can? I shouldn't. It is fun, but also I literally can just remove a Calcified Ember from the deck and then kill him on the next floor. And that's even funner. Resin Blades. Burnout 1, Multi-Strike 1. Obviously ridiculous now that I have a Lady of the House in the deck. Second Soldier of Fortune. This one's intrinsic. How much do I want to draw cards out of my deck? Up to a certain point, a lot. After a certain point, not at all. I kind of want to remove all of the drafts and all of the Shield Stewards and Spear Stewards from my deck. But in that world, what card am I even getting with Soldier of Fortune? Gold Tooth. Give me Soldier of Fortune. Loot. When an enemy ascends, gain Gel 2. That's Gel 3 because of another thing that we have. Units gain 3/3 for each upgrade on their card. At least it's relevant. Units get an extra upgrade slot. That's pretty relevant as well. Negative 1 cost for starter cards is also pretty good. An additional slot for upgrades is really good if I'm going to go to... I definitely need to go to that Merchant of Magic. Oh no, it's Merchant of Trinkets. Damn it. Which means I have to go to Merchant of Trinkets and then Merchant of Magic afterwards? No. Merchant of Steel. Then Merchant of Magic at the very end. I'm going to go Pirestone Housing, specifically because it would give me the ability to add Multi-Strike or Quick to Lady of the House, and then dupe it in the very final area. I have to go to this Merchant of Trinkets. I really care about a removal. I really care about some additional health right now. I care about just a lot of the things it can do for us. And obviously, I have a ridiculous amount of money. Increase max hold by 3. Yes, please. We are easily going to be able to get, what? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're going to be able to get each of the boss relics from that. Liquor's Liquor, after deployment of plays, when you play a random, when you play a unit card, a random card in hand is cost reduced to 0 until it's played or discarded. Ridiculous. Apply endless to the first friendly unit blade each turn. I honestly don't want that. Yes, it is good in many ways. It is also going to make it really annoying for me to manage my Gildmongers. Really? I play a Burnout 1 with Endless. And then I get to play it again next turn. I get to play it again next turn. I get to play it again next turn. Realistically, I don't need more Dragon Horde gain. I'm going to get all of the Dragon Horde in time. So it's just, is that a benefit for me, being able to play one reliably that dies every turn? The answer is no. On deployment phase, draw a room card from your deck. I don't have a room yet, do I? I think I specifically spurned rooms constantly for other things. I will take it, though. Oh wow, this is a sick combo. Your Pyre applies Pyre Gel 2 to all enemies on all floors on Revenge. And then also, when you are out of Pyre, when you're out of energy, cards can be played with their cost in Pyre health. Also, remove a drag. I've only left enough money to play a Soldier of Fortune here. A little bit shy. Alright, and then it's what? Additional Gildmonger on bottom line. Lady of the... Lady of the House. Confused for a second there. Oh yeah, and then I can just play these if I want. I'm not going to, but I did forget about that for a second. I've drawn both of my banner units, so the Soldier of Fortune is going to be fetching something else now. I guess I should do it first? Eek. I mean, it's a drag that hits the enemy for 15. I'll play it on the top line. I'll let it hit once. Play it on the bottom line, then later, some point. It's Hallowed Hall's the bottom line. Ultra buff the Lady in the House, and we're already up to 8 out of 13 Dragon Horde. Smelted Treasure I can just hold on to, I guess. Yeah, I don't need to play it this turn. There's the second Soldier of Fortune. Unfortunately, I can't afford this one. Oh, hell yeah. The unit that kills this is the drag, so I get my 15 gold back. That'll do. Yeah, had to expect that. Got the drag back instead, but also now that we've got enough Dragon Sword, do I care if I revive dregs? Surely that's just an avarice machine that I have now. Oh, Resin Blade replaces Lady of the House's equipment. That'll do perfectly. Ooh, Dreg, you actually, your Avarice 15 means if I give you Iron Tongue, now you're giving me much more gold? From every strike? Sure, Soldier of Fortune draws another drag and gives it 30 Avarice, so it pays for itself. So much money! I mean, I do think I should probably be using Hallowed Halls again on the bottom line here. It's just I lose the resin. Oh, wait, no, I lose the resin blade to my hands. Means I just fully have the opportunity to play it again. Sick. What I did lose is the sweep for additional loot. I mean, I'm, yeah, 1000% certain just a couple Wicklashes get us immediately to the finish of that fight. And there's no additional Avarice I could even do. Sick! I'm ready for my boss relic. Should it be capacity? Exit spike. This is if I want to keep units alive. I don't want to keep units alive anymore. Nah, I'm skipping. Let's choose a major enhancement. I mean, draw is definitely a huge part of it. Energy is probably the one that matters the least to me. Capacity and draw. Capacity is relevant earlier. I'll take it. Dragons and whelps. Oh, I do have dragons. The Gildmongers are dragons. Well, the dragons with +8 damage, sure. When you damage your own unit, reduce cooldown by 1. Irrelevant. Whelp supply. I mean, honestly, all of these are irrelevant. I'm going to take Sibling Firecracker just to finish having made the decision. 5 Volt Solace. Now I'll take draw. Got to be this Merchant of Magic. No, it's got to be this Merchant of Steel, that Merchant of Magic. This Merchant of Steel is for additional preparations to the Lady of the House before I dupe her in the next area, Lady of the Reforms, because she's going to be relevant, obviously, that line, as well as the Gold Tooth, because multi-strike would be great. Pick up on you. Cool. So, Tight Knight. That goes on Lady of the Reforms. Multi-Strike. Lady of the House and Gold Tooth both want that. I think I put it on Gold Tooth. Lady of the House I could also give Quick to later. I will take just straight up the Heartstone additional health on Lady of the Reforms. If I reroll and see Dualism, I'm going to feel really dumb about that. Gladly I didn't see Dualism here. We get our Quick for Lady of the House. I could have get another large stone. That would have been fun. Wickstone. Do I want the Gildmonger reforming from turn 1? I think so. You are reforming from turn 1. The other units... Yeah. Let's cut a Dreg and a Shield Steward from the deck. And probably another Dreg. Crypt Call 3. 25 additional damage to them this time. Oh, an ability. Attack immediately. Restore friendly units to full health and grant 5 additional health. Or advance. Restore to full health and gain armor equal to the amount healed. Courage gives me the ability to throw Lady the Reformed in the front line after reforming on the bottom line with Hallowed Halls. Wrath to attack immediately is obviously pretty good, though. Like, Goldtooth would take to that pretty comfortably. Actually, yeah, I think that's probably exactly what we need. Just so that it has the ability to kill any unit that's ascending too quickly for me. Yeah, -1 HP per turn. We can just pay for them if we need them. I mean, it's got to start with Hallowed Halls, right? Whoop. Putting the Lady of the House in front. Not ideal. Oh, we got the upgraded Soldier of Fortune in the opening hand. Great to see that. Oh, wow! Okay, Devourer of Death. I'll develop Goldtooth for the next floor, which also reduces the cost of Resin Blade. Devourer of Death doesn't attack at quick speed, so giving the Iron Tongue doesn't make any sense. Yeah, the other Soldier of Fortune draws Lady of the Reformed, which is worth playing. You can also be given Iron Tongue. I'm not even sure if your floor will be reached, but if it is, we'll do great. I'm willing to throw away Lava Armor just for the impact it'll have on this board right now. I also... Oh, hell yeah. I have enough damage via additional Conduit to be able to take out both of the backliners, despite the fact that we have no reach on the bottom line at the moment. Ooh. Damn. Maybe the Reform dies, immediately losing the sweeping equipment I gave it just previously. Thank you, Rectiflicker, for bringing back Lady the Reformed. Gildmonger doesn't fit on the bottom line at the moment, unfortunately. There's our full reform for the bottom line, giving us the ability to also play out additional Gildmonger, which is great, because then it came with the resin blades as well, and a bunch of wicklashing. Perfect. Although I do have to remember, at any point, if that wasn't satisfactory, I could have just continued playing cards. Goldtooth allows us to start getting kills here. I think I will just like I think I'm going to try and use Devourer of Death to clear that second floor a little bit more. Oh god, that a lot of stuff was done that turn. I only wanted to undo the last 3 things. Oh my god, Devourer of Death isn't dying is the problem. So I guess I hit it with... Okay. And that should do it. That should get Devourer of Death to be able to explode on all of these enemies. Which is some additional money, because it had Avarice. I think that's all I need to do this turn. It's also worth noting the courtesy of all of our Avarice triggers in this deck. The longer we leave the battle, the far better off we are. Perfection. Wax and Spike with double. The thing is, it applies, they don't gain it, so when I reform them, they don't have that additional 8 burnout still. And Intent on Death, realistically, that's, like, it could target the Devourer of Death at some point in the future, but that's unnecessary. Screw it, I'll take a Wax and Spike. You did it. You got a Wax and Spike in this deck in the end. Double the amount of Pie Gel on a unit, consume intrinsic. Fine at best. I'll take Pyroclasm. loot again. We're gonna finish out all the Pireborn artifacts, it looks like. Whelps gain that on strike. There goes the Taskmaster's Lash. Done with those. Additional capacity, and then we'll take additional Ember after Serapaternus. So this was already dedicated to a Merchant of Magic Empyrean Well. The Empyrean Well dupes the lady. After using an ability, friendly units gain 5 damage. Neat. When a unit without Bioegel gains Bioegel, it gains 6 additional stacks. Also neat. Permanently remove Consume from cards. Pretty cool. There's also a -2 cost gain Consume. I mean, the Consume removal isn't necessarily actually that good for me here. Cycling back to Wax and Spike every so often is really good for the ladies' floor if I can keep her alive. But currently I'm just reforming her a bunch of times, so it's not really doing that. -1 Permafrost. That feels like an easy thing to put on Wax and Spike. Keep it for the turn that it's right. I don't think I Eternal Stone here. Spell Chain and Double Stack are both huge. Spell Chain for double Hallowed Halls is pretty ridiculous. If I can't give it Holdover, I'll give it double. And then Double Stack. The other Smelted Treasure as well. -1 cost a Wicklash, just so it's slow. Then I already checked out all the trinkets. No, Hellheart. I don't think I'll take that. I'll reroll. When a friendly unit gains Burnout, gains 3 additional stacks. That's fine. And whenever you play 3 different kinds of card in a turn, draw 1. Great. Unfortunately, we don't get as much removal as I really wanted here. Thankfully, I believe I've removed enough stuff earlier that I should be safe. Yeah, if I didn't remove the Shield Steward a couple of lines ago, I wouldn't have been able to draw both Ladies of the House here. So I do want the double Lady of the House floor, but I also really do need to get to my 13 on the Gildmonger. Wonder if I do 3 floors now. It's like a sacrificial chump floor on the bottom. Oh, I do have multi-strike and quick both on Goldtooth, which means I can also give you the Iron Tongue, and that takes care of all of the savagery on the bottom line. Also gives us a lot of gold, to be honest. So then we just need to defend Goldtooth on the bottom line. So it feels like this is the Lady of the Reform, Lady of the House, Lady of the House line. And then Rectiflicker. I don't want you on the same floor as all the Gildmongers. No, so you go on a different floor and then get protected. If this is what I have to spend on health right now, this is what I have to spend on health right now, that's fine. Perfect. Oh, the additional burnout. Thank you, Combustible Wax. Now, this is the double stack Soldier of Fortunes. This is the good one. Just gives me a dreg, but that's a-okay. Play that on top line. I'm going to gain 30 gold from it. Hallowed Halls gets played in mid line. Do I care about the other Soldier of Fortune? I got a Devour of Dregs and a... Yeah, I do. Throw another dreg on that top floor. Why not? Hey there, Reform. Didn't I get you a much better piece of equipment to be wearing? I did not. Okay, you get a lava armor then. 3 different kinds of card played in the sun, so I draw a curse. Yay. Hallowed Halls has been made 0 cost. Good to see. Hallowed Halls. Hallowed Halls. All right. That's 13 Dragon Horde ready. Crit call for 3 armor and 5 damage to all of the top liners. Why not? Guess I might as well throw some additional damage against that behind Gladiator. I mean, you get killed on the next floor immediately as well, so I don't really need to worry about you too much. And finally, spend 50 to get 100 armor on a unit. Honestly, later reforms. Boom. And then I even keep the other one on permafrost to be able to use it later. Now that I've reformed enough, I can do it. Oh, Wax and Spike ready for the bottom floor as well. I do like the Wax and Spike, but I also really like Resin Blades. And the Wax and Spike is on permafrost, so I can play it next turn. Damn. I'm gonna play the big Wax and Spike for the bottom line. I really want to be playing the double Hallowed Halls instead, though. It's important for me to note that playing the Hallowed Halls would be fun, but would it do anything? I've got full Dragon Horde. It literally doesn't need to happen anymore. Well, screw it. It's not like there's a bunch of better things I have to do this turn. Yay! Perfect. Lady of the House with Quick in the front line now does 500 and 5, actually exactly enough to take out of our Gladiator before it gets to attack. Ooh, I miss a turn of reforming units there. I'm probably done for now. Nope, all good. Just did it next turn. Ooh! Free Hallowed Halls! Even gets to summon more dregs to that floor. Nice. I know it's not doing it, but I really wish it was keeping track of how much Dragon Horde I would have possibly gained. Because this has to be up there with the most Dragon Horde you can gain. Get him, Goldtooth. Yeah, get him. I think that might just be enough to get us through this fight. I realistically don't actually have a stupid amount of coin. Which would be nice to. Granted, all that coin does for me at the moment is increase the damage of Goldtooth, whose damage is set to 30. Loot the Dragon Horde again. There's that Fireforge Flame. It skips 2 artifacts because it didn't... It skips 3 artifacts there, actually, because it didn't have any of them to give me. 3 full rails of artifacts. Works out pretty well for us, I think. Yeah, let's fight the Titans. Let's watch this loading screen for the win screen, I guess. Pretty much exactly the same formation, I imagine, is a good idea. So everyone's muted to heck. Which isn't great for us. Just because it'll stop the spawning of the Pyrelites, but as long as I take some damage to my Pyre, we should be able to weaken everyone. I guess I will also throw this drag on the reform line. May as well have one there. Soldier of Fortune, what would you... There's only a drag in the deck to pull out. So I should probably have done that first before the Hallowed Hall, so I will do it. Okay, all the rest of the buffs go on the right units. Shot draws a card. Hallowed Hall's the midline. Twice. And then it's anything in field is going to die pretty quickly. So it's just fire starters on Dominion wherever available. Smelted treasure as well. I think this is worth throwing on Lady of the Reform pretty much every time I draw it. I've got the gold. Smelt some more treasure, and then big old waxen spike. You can also wear that armor. Why not? I'll play Curse of Entropy? Yeah, because it'll draw me a card and give me an energy. Soldier of Fortune. Unfortunately, I literally do not have any cards in the deck that you can fish out anymore. But I do want to get rid of you because you're a consume card, so... that'll help. I'm very happy to play 1-cost cards, because it's just, what? How much? It's 3 Pyogel to all enemies. 2 from the Magma Core, 1 from whenever you give Pyogel, give additional Pyogel. That's pretty good. Frozen Blades Burnout, then Corrective Flicker reforms. We put both of the reformed units. Is that all? Yeah, that's all of our units. Sure. Both of the reformed units on the midline. Then I'm gonna kill him a couple times. Pyroclasm is now just a bunch of damage for Dominion because I've removed all of your spell shielding. Hoorah. Alright, I left myself without a blocker for my top line. It's fine, I'll just shield you with 100. It's fine. I know something's gone wrong, but I'll simply pay someone and it'll be okay again. There, dab your tears with this 20. Hey, we finally got highlight. Unfortunately not doing anywhere near as much damage as I would hope, but I can certainly change that math. So it's entropy at this point that is my main concern. Perfect. Entropy dies at the end of the turn. Everyone except for Dominion dies at the end of this turn now. And Dominion gives me the Pyolite to be able to then kill them. Only for the memes. I will hallow the halls twice more. Perfect. And then Pyolite will take us there. You gotta love a good 5 boss relics run. Literally nothing. Literally nothing. Just a smelted treasure gilding. Good lord. Pieball now have 2 cards remaining there. Oh, inequivalent exchange will be one of them. What's the other one? Let's have a quick check. Oh, actually. Thanks, some respect to the units that have done so much work here. Realistically, it's the Gildmongers. They gave me so much value that it didn't really matter what else happened. Smelted Treasure was also pretty cool. Actually a way in Fireborn to sustain the health of a unit that doesn't, you know, rely on using something from your allied clan instead. And of course, hallowed goddamn halls. Truly ridiculous stuff. Library. Let us look for the unmastered cards left in Pyreborn. Pyre-blooded, of course. Of course. I'll take you when I get the opportunity, but until then, my name has been Rhapsody, the name of the game. has been Monster Train 2. Top left is a series playlist from my content of the game past, present, future. YouTube recommendations down below. Streaming past are the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic at patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. Out above the thank tier, and a special thanks this episode to Matthew. Hopefully you'll have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully see you all next time.